Greetings and salutations. Welcome to episode 46 of the Leeds Save. So we've got some good news. We've got some bad news. The first bit of bad news I only just realised is the competition expectations review for the season. They expect us to achieve mid-table in our first season in the Premiership, which I think is quite a big ask. Yeah, I didn't see that. That's going to be a tricky one to achieve, so we'll hopefully do our best. So the good news, we've done our transfer dealings. We've still got 20 days of the window left, so we might bring in some more players. But as it stands of now, we'll take you through what we've done so far. We'll start with the outs. So initially, we got given 10 million to spend. And then Derby came in for a sort of £6-7 million offer for Josh Vela. And I do like him. He's a decent player. But without being spectacular in any way. So I negotiated it to 10 million with 2 million in add-ons, which I thought would really bump up our transfer spend this summer so we could bring in some other players. Unfortunately, as the finances weren't great, I was only given like 15% of that money to spend. So that actually quite screwed me over. So we'll go through what else we've done. So we released a number of youngsters that weren't going to make it, and a couple of loans we've sent out. We sold Federico Matilio for $500,000. He was our sort of backup left back, left wing. Never really going to make it. He was sort of surplus to requirements. We've sent out Ricardo Capper on loan. Jack Van, who was a youngster who never really sort of made it. I don't think he's going to be that good really, for $250,000, but with a 50% add-on in case he does get better. Mark Ring, one of our good youngsters, we've sent out on a season-long loan to Dundee, so he should get some experience. Sad news, Jason Cummings has left the club. 1.3 million. He's not really Premiership level. He was struggled last season, as you can see, 6 goals in 31. He was never really going to make it. We made a decent profit overall. We bought him for $500,000, sold him for 1.3, but I think his sort of time would come. We sent out a few loanies, and that's it. So, freebies, as you would have seen in episode 40, the previous one, we've got David Silva. Now, there's good things and bad things. The bad thing is, just don't look at his physical stats. Just look at his mental and his technical. Look how good he is. Look, he's one of the world's best players. Yeah, so physically, he's lost his edge, let's say. Let's be polite and say he's lost his edge. 4 pace, 3 strength. He's never been a strong player anyway. I still think he has a lot to offer, and he can be a really good shooter for some of our other youngsters. Excuse me. I still think he can do a really good job this season, and it was just more of us like, David Silva, you can't say no to that. We've got to get him in. It's a big name signing. He's only on 56 grand a week, which is remarkable considering what he was paid a few years ago. Scouts still think he's a quality player. Obviously, the strength and pace is his weakness, but he's really good set piece taker. He's going to lead the team. So another older player we got in, because there's a few comments from you guys just sort of saying you maybe need a bit more experience. So we've obviously done that with David Silva. And we got Rafina as our new right back to replace Josh Vela. So he's 33 years old. He's got 2 caps for Brazil. He's still a really decent player, but most importantly, he's still really good going forward. So I think he'll have a decent season with us. He was still playing games for Roma up until the end of last season, so I think he's definitely a good shout. We got our old friend Ainsley Maitland-Niles. We couldn't buy him because they wanted too much money, but he's been quality for us. This is his 3rd season on loan at Leeds. He was great. He had a fantastic season last season. He's versatile. He can play all across the central midfield and on the wings. And up front if need be, and he sort of did all right there last season as well. I think he's just a quality player. Still only 21 years old. He's going to play a big part in this season's success or failures. Next up, we've got Manuel Locatelli. So obviously, we've got to be careful with our spend here. So Locatelli we've got from AC Milan on loan. We were able to get him because of the wage budget, so we didn't have to offer him. He's only earning like 3 grand, so nice and cheap loan player. Still really good central midfielder. Can play forward or back a little bit if need be, but mainly as a central midfielder. Next up, this was a really good find. One of my scouts, Robert Liverstam from Malmo, £2 million. He's a 20-year-old Swedish centre-back. He looks absolutely beastly. He's 6'6", but still has 14 pace. I think this kid's going to be absolute quality. He's already valued at 5 million. I think he's going to be. He's already got 4 caps for Sweden. He's only on 10 grand a week. I think that's a purchase and a half. And then we've got Marvin Bacalors from Paderborn. Easy names I've gone for. He's basically our ball-winning midfielder that we were looking for. Obviously, I prioritised that as one of our main positions that we needed to strengthen. But obviously, with the wages, because they were, if you remember, halfway through last season, they cut the wages by like 70,000 and put us massively over our wage budget. So we had to be really careful and shuffle that about. But I still think he's 29 years old. He's got plenty of experience. He's been playing fully for a number of seasons, which is always good. Played for Dortmund for a few seasons. Dortmund 2, that is. But still Dortmund. Still counts. And I just think he'll be a solid player, a versatile player, decent ball-winning midfielder. As you can see by those ball-winning midfielder stats, they're all lovely greenness. And finally, this is my punt. We bought him from Bayern Munich. This is where our money went. And his name is Eric Mohammed. He is a striker. He is 18 years old. Look at the stats. He's capped at under 20 level. I think this guy could be an absolute superstar. He can play as a complete forward, which is the role I want to use him for. I think he's actually got pace to burn. He's still 6'1", so he's a decent size. He's got a good heading. He's just a fantastic all-rounder. I think this guy could be a star. He hasn't played much first-team football. He played for, Braunschweig in the German First Division last season. I think they were a promoted team. He still scored goals for them. And he's played, obviously, for the Bayern second team. He's a 1 and 2 for those teams already. So I think this guy could be quality. So looking at our team, we've kept most of the other players that we needed to. Our first teams looks pretty much like this. Obviously, like I said, 20 days of the transfer window left. We have no money. We'll check our wages. So we have no money. We've got 50 grand in wages. So there may be a freebie to strengthen, that we could get another loan signing. But we'll have a look after that first couple of games, I think, to see where we need to strengthen. So looking at our team, we have Tim Krul in goal. Absolute solid. Still a good Premiership goalkeeper. With Wellenreuther as our main backup, because nobody wanted to buy him, basically. And then Raffinart as our right back, with Liam Palmer still as our backup right back. And then I'm unsure who's going to be our central defence partnership this season. I think Livstam's going to be definitely one of them, but the second spot is up for grabs. So Uber Meccano, Harry Maguire and Danny Barth are all going to challenge for that second spot, I think. Next up, we've got on the left back situation, we've got Charlie Taylor, who's been solid for us every season. He had an absolutely storming season with 8 assists and a goal last season. He's been at Leeds his entire career, so I really wanted to keep him on. All the fans will love a sort of homegrown player like that. His main backup will be Carrillo, which is not ideal. He's okay, decently. He can play centre back as well, but he actually is not bad at left back. Not as attacking, unfortunately, but that's okay. Next up, we have our ball-winning midfielder is going to be Bacalors, who we showed earlier. I think he's absolute quality, tons of experience. And the other central midfield spots are going to be taken by Ichikawa, who's our young Japanese player. Really good player, had a storming season last season. And Ravel Morrison, who I'm hoping he'll have a decent season. He had a couple of injuries last season, but I think he's still a quality player. And as backups, we have Ashley Maitland-Niles, who we've already looked at. Max Bashushkow, who was our he's really versatile. He's kind of going to sit on the bench and just fill in where needed. And Correa can also play as a central midfielder at a push if need be. And we've got Locatelli as our loanee from AC Milan that can also play those positions. Next up we have, so on the wingers, we're going to have Stuart Dallas, who's just another one of the, become the Leeds legends. He's been 5 seasons now. He's scored goals every season. He's been brilliant. So he's going to continue as our attacking right midfielder, as an inside forward. The left spot is going to be up for grabs. David Silva obviously is going to start there, but we don't know how many games he can play. Obviously natural fitness and stamina is a bit lower, so we're going to see how well he can last out games, or whether he's going to need to become more of a super sub or just play every other game. And then back up to him we've got Correa, who can play there perfectly well, Pritchard, who's a solid player both sides, and Maitland-Niles can play there as well, and Bashushkal can play there. So we've got plenty of options there. And then up front, obviously, we've got Chuba Akpom, who came in January last season and just tore it up. 15 goals in 14 games last season for 1.8 million. He's going to be our main man to start with. We're going to try and give Eric Mohammed plenty of time, plenty of game time, see if he can bag himself some goals. And then lastly, we've got Bobby Rhodes, who's still only a youngster. He's definitely more of a winger than he is an inside forward, which is a shame, but we might look to sort of get him some game time this season. In the under-21s, there's not much to say really. There's just a couple of youngsters. Chris Ryan is another good youngster that I'm going to try and loan out for the season. Under-18s, we haven't had a massive amount of regens, but we do have Anthony Cooper as our best one, who's very much in the Bobby Rhodes mould, who's definitely an out-and-out winger. And that's pretty much it on the youth front. So we've played our friendlies. Obviously, I let my assistant do that. We're undefeated in the friendlies. Let's have a look and see who's got the Akpom hat-trick. David Silva. Akpom hat-trick. Harry Maguire. Okay. 0-0 draw. Akpom brace. Pritchard and Dallas. And Pritchard. Yeah, so Akpom's done alright pre-season. 8 goals in 5 games. So we're just going to play the one episode one game this episode, just because obviously we had a lot to catch up on. I think the scary thing for me looking at this season now is I was really looking forward to it up until the point they said mid-table. So yeah, that's going to be quite scary to achieve that. I think it's going to be quite tricky to achieve that in the time frame. I don't know what we do if that doesn't happen. If we go to a new team, not that I'm planning for failure, but well, I am. But whether we just sort of carry on or start a new save, or who knows. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And who knows, we might do alright this season. So our first game is against Swansea. Really looking forward to it. Couldn't wait to get this save started and get in the Premiership finally. After all those years of trying, I think we're ready to go. Like I said, the interesting one for me is David Silva and how well he'll last out the games. Obviously, that role that we've got him doing is going to be a lot of work. So we could play him as an advanced playmaker, possibly. No, I'm going to try him. I want to try him as an inside forward, get in the box. He's still a good finisher. He's half decent. He's got great composure. Finishing's a little bit low. Off the ball 17. First touch is fantastic. Yeah, so I think we'll go inside forward to begin with, and then see what happens. Right, here we go. Premiership, guys. Finally, 5 years in the making, or whatever the fuck it was. Everybody's ready. Who needs a number? Backlaws needs a number. He's number 17. So 4 years. Both teams are fairly evenly matched, and I think this will be a draw. So, like I said, we're going for the same tactic as we did last season that got us promoted. No need to change it yet. We'll see how badly we're getting smashed, and then. Oh yeah, Wayne Rooney's playing for Swansea. Yeah. It won't matter. It's Wayne Rooney, doesn't score goals. So they've got Joel Campbell, Sigurdsson and Mario Gomez up front. It's a different league, this, isn't it? It's scary. Right, encourage the players, give them a morale boost. Always like to start the season with some assertive faith. There we go. Faith. There. That worked well. Wish us luck. Here we go. Mid-table or bust.
Good luck.
Thank you. Premiership. Oh, even the grass looks better. I'm not sure where Swansea finished last season, but the fact they've got some of those players suggests they're half decent. This could be a goal because Krul shouldn't be taking free kicks from the corner flag. Right, Ravel picks it up, plays it forward. Fernandez intercepts, plays it over the top. Joel Campbell, ex-Arsenal. We've got two ex-Arsenal strikers playing against each other. Oh, Liverstam reads it well. He could be a quality player. That's a good ball for Dallas. Akpom. Go on, Akpom. Chuba. Charlie Taylor. That's a penalty. That's a penalty, surely. Oh, that's... What? He wouldn't have fallen over if it wasn't a penalty. It's not Oliver Giroud. Here we go. Gomez. Hugo Malo. Nice. Oh, what a hit that is. Jack Cork. Fucking hell. I thought that's got to be Sigurdsson, isn't it? Sure, hitting it from there. No, it's Jack Cork. Nobody would have expected that. Least of all himself. Look, play... He got a lucky deflection there. He just smashes it. First time. Top corner. Welcome to the Premiership, boys. 3 minutes in. 1-0 down. Woo! Fucking mid-table. That has screwed my head over. That has. I might, depending on how this formation settles in, I might look to go to my 4-2-2-2 formation because then I can use both of my strikers. I'd like... Oh, no. Gomez... Oh, it's 2-0 after 15. I'd like to use Mohamed as well as Chuba. Okay. Welcome to the Premiership. Both times we've made good tackles and they've got a bit lucky. It doesn't look like we've just been played through. Mid-table though, fucking hell. Right, it's the throw to Swansea. Fernandez. Malo. Gomez. Sigurdsson. Oh, Joel Campbell. Oh, it's 3-0. Oh, it's 3-0 after 20 minutes. This is going horribly wrong. All that time waiting for Premiership. That's a lovely ball through. Good first touch. Oh no. This is what it's like. I'll have to, after the game, I'll look to see where Swansea came last season. Because if they were like near relegation, then I'm really scared. If they did well last season, then it's a bit more understandable. They've got a good team, but... Okay, so David Silva's doing alright. His fitness... Okay, kiss of death. That is called the kiss of death. David Silva is now injured with a bruised head. We'll get him off at half time. Right, Raffiner, can we nick one before half time? Just for confidence. Lovely ball in. No, they're going to clear this, aren't they? They're going to clear this. Can we win this? Can we even challenge for it? Go on, win that, win that. When I'm back of laws, that's what you're there for. But he's lost his man. Joel Campbell down the left-hand side. No. No. Oh, it's a penalty. Really? 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 Shit, boys. Shit. Oh, no. Alright, come on, Timothy. Come on, Tim. Save one this game. Fuck's sake. Are you? Oh, he's dived past it. He's dived past it. Okay, Andre Ayew gets the goal. It's 4-0 at half time. 4 fucking 0. Oh, it's right through his legs. How do you not save that? Okay. So we're going to have to take David Silva off. Just thinking. There's no point going too nuts first game. Right. Just getting used to the speed of the Premiership. That's the excuse we're going with. Maybe Courier was just waiting to come good in the Premiership. It was like the Championship's too low for me. I'm not even going to try. Oh, this is ugly. This is ugly. Mid-table. Fucking hell. We could get sacked here, guys. Like, that's just put a kick in my teeth, that is. Really. I don't know what to think. How do you get promoted and then not only give 10 million and then say, oh, mid-table, please, thank you. That's unbelievable. Mohamed can get his debut. Let's get a few debuts out of the way, shall we? For Ravel Morrison. Come on, let's nick one. Let's get a consolation. They played better second half, but that's probably just because they've switched off because they're 4-0 up. Wow. This is going to be a fucking hard season. I'm still confident we can avoid relegation. I'm 100% confident in that fact. Just mid-table. That's going to screw us over. Go on, let's get one. Okay, or not. Just do a shit corner that doesn't even beat the first man. Well, there you go, boys. As I said, welcome to the Premiership. That's what it's like. Let's have a look last season and see what Swansea did. I hope. Please show me that they did well last season. Because if there's some shit team in the Premiership, we are fucking screwed. We are absolutely screwed. Okay, they finished 7th last season, so they're a top half team. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. The strugglers were Southampton, interestingly, West Ham, Norwich, Watford. You'd expect Bournemouth, Derby. You'd expect all these to be bottom half, except Southampton, maybe West Ham. Well, though. Okay, David Silva is out for a week. Wonder if this will be an ongoing. Well, we shall leave the episode there. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know, especially about the mid-table thing, and also just in case, what do we do if we get sacked? We can start again, do a new save. We can carry on with the career, find a different job, and go and fuck Leeds up for sacking us. Let me know, just in case, just for future reference. Please leave a comment. Please like, subscribe, and all that stuff, and you know that YouTubey stuff that people do. That would be wunderbar, even. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. I'll see you next episode. Love you all. Bye bye. Fucking 4-0.